right, we've got the Speakmans now, we've got Victoria here now, and we learned a lot. We didn't learn everything there, and we hear about post-traumatic stress disorder. And I think a lot of people have a sense of hopelessness about that. Tell me about that in relation to Victoria and in general. PE.
I think there's a false belief that post-traumatic stress disorder, and in Victoria's case, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, can't be cured, and that's not true.
You can get better. I mean, obviously, with Victoria, because she believed she just couldn't get better, she'd lost all hope. Sadly, 3 weeks before we met, she'd have tried to take her own life because it was unbearable, because she was having audio flashbacks. And literally, you were saying between 4 and 5 an hour, weren't you?
An hour, Victoria.
Yeah.
And you can't get away from that, can you? Doesn't matter what you do.
No. And it was very difficult to distinguish if it was in my head or if there was actual threat and danger at that point.
Victoria, was it very difficult to make the decision to go and see Nick and Eva?
Well, my mother-in-law made that decision. She approached Nick and Eva for me. I'm not sure if I would have done it myself. For me, it just felt like there wasn't really a way out at all at that point.
And did you find it hard talking to anybody, really, about it?
Yeah, I used to have a short sentence that I would use that was just so that I could tell someone, but not in any detail. And
so, Nick and Eva, how much can you tell us, obviously without giving away any confidentiality for Victoria, how much can you tell us about what treatment and what you've done? And then I'm going to ask Victoria how different life is after seeing you.
Well, when we met Victoria, what was really apparent was that she still felt that she was in threat and that she was in danger. She felt very vulnerable. She felt that she was still possibly a threat. And what we helped Victoria to understand and realise was that in actual fact, she was now in control. And I think the biggest thing or the biggest revelation for Victoria was to realise that the only power the person had over her was a secret. And the secret was now out.
And as soon as you speak out and the secret's broken, then the power shifts.
Which is why it's great that she's spoken out.
So how do you feel? Where are you at?
miles better. The audio flashbacks have stopped completely.
What do you mean by audio flashbacks?
So it was memories from the trauma, but it was just audio, so it was just...
You could hear those conversations.
So not pictures, not like a dream?
No, it was just...
the words...
things that he'd said, noises from the trauma as well. Yeah.
And what would your message be? Not everybody can have access to Nick and Eva. What would your message be to other young people who've experienced or gone through what you have gone through?
I think it's really important to just speak to someone, anybody, an adult that you trust, and just ask for help.
Well, listen, we're so glad that things are moving forward for you now. I know it's, each day at a time and things, but you've taken that big step. And thank you so much for sharing it with us. That was a very brave thing to do.
And can I just ask you, do you have a dream, do you have a vision how the skills that you have could be used in mainstream medicine?
Very much so. We're currently working with universities in Amsterdam who are doing scientific studies into our therapy, because we'd like to, take it out mainstream, because one thing that's really important for us is that no one gives up on hope, because if hope's lost, then what else have you got? So, there is hope out there, and everyone can get better.
OK, thank you. Thank you. Continue to get better, Victoria. Thank you very much indeed.